Alrighty, let's go. Alright, hi everyone, good evening, how's it going? Let me just move some things around so that. There it is. Hi Jay, hi CJ, how's it going? So, tonight we're going to be working on a script going from the editor's feedback that I've received for the comic that I'm working on. Hi Zidane Mentality FC. So if anyone has any questions about writing comics or how any of that works and all that sort of stuff, Yappa! Hey, thanks for sharing it. Yeah, just drop them in the chat and I'll answer while we go. Um, I I haven't fixed it yet, Yappa. Um, I want to be able to do the whole thing where you can broadcast simultaneously, horizontal and vertical, to TikTok, which you can do using TikTok Studio, but I haven't been able to. Why is my camera up that high? What have I done? There we go. That's better. I haven't been able to figure out how to do virtual camera with my vertical overlays from OBS Studio since the update yet. So I haven't actually had a dedicated day to sit down and troubleshoot and find out what's going on, unfortunately. So at the moment, yeah, we're just using this layout until I fix it. But my ideal solution is to be able to do both so that people can watch it however they prefer, you know? But I don't know how to do that yet. But we'll figure it out. We'll work on it. So what do you think? Do you prefer watching it sideways? Hey Mitch, how's it going? Yeah, do you prefer watching it horizontally, Yappa, or do you prefer watching it vertically when you're on TikTok? Yeah, it seems that most people prefer vertically, and that's what I usually do. I'm just having OBS problems at the moment. For some reason, even though I have a vertical layout set up, um, OBS will only let me stream to TikTok when I have um, TikTok set as the primary setup. But when I do that, it will only let me stream in horizontal for some reason, even though I'm supposed to be able to change the settings to make it vertical. I tried that last night, couldn't get it to work. So until I figure out how to get my my virtual camera working with vertical overlays again, I think I'm stuck with this for a little bit. Oh, that's a good question. I like a lot of fruit, honestly. Hmm. What do I eat the most? I really like cherries, actually. I really like cherries, but I don't get them often enough because they're kind of expensive. Um, I've probably got about 5 different favorite fruits, to be honest. Hey, Astro's #1 fan. Hi, No Remorse Left. How's it going? Like, botanically, yes. But as people say, as for D&D stats, intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. So, like, I used to eat tomatoes like apples. I just would just love just munching on a tomato. I'm no stranger to that. But I certainly wouldn't use it for desserts and things. let's up that opacity a bit for tonight. Alright, that microphone's doing pretty good. I'm going to drop that. Oh, wait, no, that is my microphone. Okay, there we go. Hey, no worries. No worries at all. Okay. Why is that the music not coming through? All right. Oh, hang on. Let's try this. Is it working now? Nope. Hey, Georgie, how's it going? Put what back, Anthony? I'm just trying to fix some things. Okay, so the music was working before because there was nothing showing up on the equalizer. And so right now, am I only coming through one speaker again? Because I've got the microphone setting and it's showing me coming through on 2 channels. But the one that I had on before was showing me coming through on 1 channel. Okay. Is the music on again now? Okay. Well, here, let me... How's that for the microphone? Is that volume better? Okay, interesting. Okay. Because, see, like... the application audio capture still showing nothing from the music. Absolutely nothing. Can you hear it now? Hi everyone on TikTok again. Just bear with me. I'm just troubleshooting my audio. I had to redo everything recently, and it's been really frustrating lately trying to fix it. Hey, welcome back, Yappa. Can you hear the music now, Anthony? Yeah, it does on the vertical version as well, Yappa. It's just way bigger on the horizontal version. Okay, that's fascinating. Let me try something, Anthony. How about now? Now can you hear the music? Okay, so let me just mute that again. That music was the desktop audio, so that plays every single sound that comes out of my desktop. And I've just muted it, so you should be hearing no music at all again now. Is that correct? Okay. Can you hear any music now? Yeah, see, yeah, this is borked. Okay. Let's try this one. This was working perfectly last night. This is the exact same setup that I had on last night. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're just going to go with desktop audio for tonight then. And I'll just try not to accidentally play any videos or anything while we're going. A buzzing. Interesting. What could that be? Hang on, I'll turn the music off again. Is the buzzing there now? Hi, Summer. How's it going? Yeah, Anthony, I started changing stuff because that's so weird. I wonder what it could... Oh, hang on. It could be something to do with my microphone. How about now? I just changed the microphone settings a tiny bit. Interesting. What in the world could be causing that? That's really weird. All right, well, let me hit the music back up and drown that out for now. Yeah, Anthony, I only started changing stuff because all of the inputs were saying the opposite of what was happening, apparently. The audio input capture was saying that there was only one channel playing from the microphone. And the audio application capture for YouTube Music was saying that there was literally nothing happening. It's so weird. All right. Hi, LV. How's it going? Well, I suppose we should probably get some writing done, hey? Yappa, were you here last night when I was talking about the threadless design contest? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Yappa, 1 second. Here it is. Here's my entry. So I need as many high scores and comments on that design as possible within the next I think it's 3 days left I've got. I think there's 4 days left for people to enter the contest, but I think my scoring has 3 days left. Hi Chance, how's it going? Yeah, Anthony, I normally would ask what people can hear, but before you commented, no, I sent it here in TikTok, Yappa. Here, let me just drop that in there again. There it is. Yeah, there was no one chatting before you said, change it back, Anthony. At which point I'd started fiddling with things already. Ah, that's so weird. Are you in the Discord, Yappa? Here, I'll drop it in the general chat. Yes, I thought that was you. There you go. I put it in general. Alright, so let's... Here we go. We're going to break these panels down. Hi, Ivy Lex. How's it going? Excuse me. Hi, who are you people one? Excellent. It looks like my new flags. Well, that is the thing, isn't it? Yappa. There's 3 top prizes. Here, let me just... I'll just pull it up. Bloody hell, what am I doing? There's three prizes for the main thing. There we go. Strange creatures. This is the one I entered specifically. So first place is $1,250 cash and a $250 gift code for Threadless. Second is $500 and the same gift code. And third place is $250 plus the gift code. And all designs that enter in this get actually seen on the main page, which is a huge thing for my particular store because I've never been featured on the main page. Hi Abe, how's it going? Let's see what it says in the read more section. Yeah, exactly. Just being able to enter. This is the first one I've had the time to enter. Some of these are great. I like this one. So there's a lot of like really good creators that I'm up against. So I'm not expecting to win, but if I can even get third, that would be pretty cool. But I don't think I will when there's stuff like this rad lizard here, this undersea guy over here. But it's fun just to come up with something and get it in there and just get my stuff seen a bit more, you know? So we've got this here, so people will be able to see it in there. Hi Faint, how's it going? I'd love to get a a feature like this one day. Well, these are rad. I like these. Hi Connor, how's it going? I just saw one of this design from the threadless competition, and it made me think of a sea shanty. All right. Hi Lily, how's it going? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a very specific one where he laments about his love being a mermaid, but he doesn't like the fishy parts and so on. It's really silly. Like, it's very, very silly. Hi. Alright. So, Yappa, by the way, I dropped last night's references in the Share Your Art channel, so if you want to have a go at doing any of the drawing studies of the eyes in those pictures, go ahead and do that and drop it in the art channel chat. I'm going to do that every Tuesday. I'm going to drop the references I'm using that night in the art channel chat so people can draw along live or afterwards and share their art in the Discord. And for anyone that wasn't here last night, let me just turn on the table cam. Here are the eyes that I was drawing last night. Also, I got a bunch of really cool stickers in the mail today. Let me turn the table cam light on. These are all from Land Pits. You can find them on Blue Sky and probably Instagram as well. This one was my favorite. Holographic Ultraman. Hi Bonnie, how's it going? Yeah, it's a really old meme. The whole pee is stored in the bowls thing. It's a really old meme. I love this one too. This Kamen Rider one. Hi Void Reader, how's it going? Okay, so getting on to what I'm supposed to be doing tonight. Hi Bree. These red parts here notes from my editor, Frankie White. So, excuse me. I gotta work on those notes as we go along tonight. Hi, Jilly. How's it going? So, Yappa, if you have anyone else you can enlist to vote on that threadless thing, definitely do. I think Silly did last night, but I don't know about Ray. Hi, Doppyson. How's it going? Silly said they were going to share it in a Discord that they like staff in for me. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? Maybe. I don't think they said the name of it. Just that it was a big one. Yes. As TikTok just reminded me, if everyone wants to share the live, that would be super helpful right now. Get as many people in here as we can. That's awesome. Hi, Ano. How's it going? Now, I'm just going to double check what my question for tonight that I set up was. So I can ask you folks. Live events. Ah, there we go. Who's your favorite supervillain is tonight's question. So for everyone watching in the chat, tell me who your favorite supervillain is and why they're your favorite villain. What do you like about them? No worries. Hi, is it Zahai or Zahal? The text is really small on my screen, so I can't quite see what that last letter is. But hi. Welcome back, Yappa. Welcome back. Hi, Snizer Home. Two parcels with iMail. Is it the same? Oh, it must be just... Awesome. It looks like my new flags might be here tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. Hi, Oliver. How's it going? Branded flags for my booth this year. I accidentally ordered the wrong one at first, which ended up being fine because I got a store credit. So I ended up ordering the correct one for free. I think I paid like $3 in total for both flags or something because of the store credit. So I got the same design in two different types of flag. One is the type that's got like the grommets and the white band up the side so it could go onto a little flagpole. And the other is more of just a tapestry style one with the grommets in all four corners so that can go on the front of my table. But it's a nice blue background with some comic book style texture over it with the Brain Beast Studios logo across the front of that. So the one with the white sleeve, that'll go on a bike flagpole on the back of my bike when I'm heading to events and stuff. And then the other one will be for the front of my table. And then thanks to that brand deal I got, I'll have the pull-up display one for behind my table as well. So I'll have the Brain Beast Studios logo on the front of the table. And then I'll have one of those pop-up banners with like a life-size Snuffles the Indomitable on it. And then my name across the top of that. Hi, Sir Pigeons. How's it going? I've got a photo of one of them they sent me before they shipped it, so I'll just post it in the Discord. One sec, I'll just find it. There's my pop-up banner. I just put that in the Discord. If anyone on TikTok wants a link to the Discord, let me know. Okay, now where is the photo of the actual physical flag? There it is. Okay, and I've just put that flag in the Discord. So yeah, the one I just put in the Discord is the one for my bike, and then I'm getting the same design, but without the white strip and just the grommets in all four corners to go on the front of my table. Yeah. One of them is for my bike, and then the other one is for the table. Okay. So yeah, Yappa, the brand deal thing. Yes, the sticker paper. Yeah, they're helping me buy some. They're helping me out with some of my branding and advertising materials as well, including that pop-up banner. Hi, Super Mugger. How's it going? I'm just like assuming you can still hear me, Yappa, while I'm also reading what you're saying in Discord. No. They're sponsoring it for me. They're not printing it. They're sponsoring me that banner. They're really rad. They're doing all kinds of cool stuff with me for this convention. Yeah, so it's Avarix. They're the sticker paper company. And they're going to send me a bunch of cool sticker paper. We're going to have an affiliate code going so that people can use my code to buy the sticker vinyl and laminate and the bamboo paper that they've got and stuff. They just released today a new UV resistant laminate, which I'm really excited to try out. And I'll grab it for you. Hang on 1 second. I'll grab it so I can show you. I printed my design from Threadless with and without the background as a sticker. And let me turn the table cam back on so I can show you the differences. Yeah, it's on the holographic vinyl, so all the white parts will be all shiny and holographic. So this is the version that's just on Threadless. But this version, I made the background see-through instead of purple on the ones that were just outlines. So just here you can faintly see, because I haven't turned on the cam. Hang on. Here's the light. Let me turn on the light. So you can faintly see, because of the graininess, I've got to try to figure out some settings. There's little outliney bits there. And you can see that on the Threadless picture. So those outlines, I made them transparent here. And then here he is, just by himself with no background. So I'm going to get to do a bunch more stuff like that with their help. And they're sponsoring me that banner, which is going to be awesome. I'm definitely going to throw it in the background here during some of the streams and stuff. So that's going to be fun. Okay, and yeah, so my editor's note for this panel was where I had just a brief description here of what I wanted to be in the 3 panels here, was to deliberately break those panels down into individual descriptions to make it easier on my artist. Which is a very good point. Hi, Cade. How's it going? So yeah, for people who are watching that might be like me and be in the situation where you want to / need to make your stickers and labels and things yourself at home, yeah, I can't recommend N.E.T.W.O.R.K enough. I was already really impressed with their products because I used their laminate for my last batch of stickers last year, but I used Silhouette Cameo vinyl Cricut branded vinyl for those ones. And then I bought their laminate and laminated it with that, and I was really impressed with the quality of the laminate. So this year, I decided to try buying some of their white matte vinyl to print my stickers on, and they all came out really, really gorgeous. Like, the colors are really crisp and bright, and once they're laminated, they're going to be really nice and vibrant. And then I found them on Instagram after ordering that paper and waiting for it to come in, and they followed me back, and then they sent me some samples, and then here we are. They're really great. They're really, really engaged with the community, which is awesome. They're really on top of it, and I've been really, really grateful to have been picked up by them in this way, that they want to support me in some of my work. So yeah, if you want to make your own stickers at home, definitely recommend trying out some of their printable vinyl. I can speak for the quality of the matte white, the holographic, the silver, and the gold so far. I'll be trying out some of the gloss and the craft paper sticker paper in the coming batch, but I haven't tried it yet. So I can't speak to the quality of it specifically yet, but if it's as good as the rest of their products, then it's going to be really good. Hi, Argentium Comics. Hi, Sticks. Hi, Shadow. How's it going? Jeez, it's really dusty in my room right now. And just before stream today, let me show you the spot. I was over here chopping out these sketch cards and stuff. That's my mini painting area. I do my Gundam stuff and my D&D minis and stuff over here. But everything's a bit chaotic at the moment because I'm in the process of redesigning and rearranging everything in here. Oh, yeah. I just remembered that most of you haven't seen Brian before. So this is Brian. This is Brian the Brain Beast, who's the studio mascot and the logo for Brain Beast Studios. And Brian comes to all the conventions with me. Here's a bit of a close-up. All right, so I'm just trying to figure out what I want to have in this final panel as the more specific action. Hi, Rain. How's it going? Okay, I just have to make myself a really, really silly response picture really quick. Awesome! I'm glad you're doing well. How's everyone's week been so far? Hey, silly! Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we're working on my script tonight. You can see the red parts there, the red writing. That is my editor's notes. Yeah, those are my editor's notes, and those are the things that I'm working on fixing right now so that we can get my artist started on the art for it. Hey, nice. I will have a look at that in a sec. I was just making a really silly response picture to send to my partner. Just real quick, like. Nice. Is that one an OC, silly? I'm liking the eye studies too. Hi, Luke. How's it going? Tell me about the OC. And also, for everyone in the chat that didn't hear it earlier, tonight's question is, who's your favorite supervillain? And why are they your favorite villain? Silly, did you see last night's sketch card? The pug one? Yeah, I used to draw in my books. I would draw in my books relentlessly in maths, sleep, or be reading a fantasy book. My teachers hated me for that. But guess what? I still passed. I didn't get a distinction or anything, but I passed. And that's the important thing. Hi, Anis Kosho. Nice. Yeah, cool. Let's connect that. Oh yeah, cool. Matching characters. That's nice. There we go. I can't wait to try to fix my bloody vertical streaming and everything for next week. Hopefully I can figure it out. Gosh, you guys are making me feel old. You're like, imagine graduating. I'm like, remember graduating? I did a dodgy Photoshop of a sheep on a tank, a U specifically, because my partner said "bless you" when I sneezed earlier, and I did this dodgy Photoshop of that and sent it to them, and they were just cursing me out because tank U. Hi T, how's it going? Man, yeah, you guys are making me feel so old. Also, fair warning, because I didn't realize how young you all were. Yappa, what do you say when someone says bless you? You say thank you. Or if you're being silly, tank you. So I did a tank you. A U on a tank. But yeah, just because I didn't realize how young some of you were, just a fair warning that most members of my Discord are over 18. So there is swearing and whatnot in my Discord. I might make a couple of 18 plus channels just for any like heavy world content and stuff. Yeah, no, I figured you folks were, but it's just like as a community manager, I have to be responsible for my community, you know? So I've got to manage those sort of different sections. Make sure that everyone's being looked after. Yeah, I didn't realize that wasn't showing up the top. I've been so busy, I really need to rebuild several of my Discord servers, if I'm being honest. Okay, so now I need dialogue and sound effect for these panels. We're also gonna insert a picture of the concept cover just because it's fun. And that went into the wrong place. So let's try that again. That's almost better. Let's make that a bit smaller so that it will go onto that previous page. And center orient it. Left orient that. Okay. I know they were doing that with the work week, but I hadn't heard that about school. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, this is Teddy Valentine, and this is the vibe that we're setting for this comic. I drew that back in 2019, and that's what gave me the idea to start writing this comic. I want to redraw this specific poster eventually, in my current art style, because this was just a quick and dodgy for a uni assignment. Hi Paris, how's it going? Hi JJ, how's it going? Hell yeah! My buddy's comic funded on day one. I'm going to drop a link to that in the Discord too. There you go. It's so funny that TikTok is trending my content to a younger audience for my lives, when my comic books are very much written for adults. Like, it's not a bad thing, it's just fascinating. I'm not sure exactly what it thinks I'm doing here, but hey, if people are enjoying the show, that's all that matters, really. Hi, Brittany. How's it going? Hey, Jay's back. Welcome back, Jay. Yeah, Yappa, that comic looks really great. Damien does amazing work. My first paid cover was actually for Damien. I'm not sure if it's been used yet, but it was a variant cover for one of his previous books. It's going good, Jay. So we're just going through my editor's notes while I write this script, so I can get this script finished and sent off to the artist. I got the editor's notes back on Monday, so yeah, tonight we're working on them. And it's for this comic. I think I'm going to redraw this picture for the cover for this comic. Because I really love this design, but I'd like to redo it in my current style, because this is 6 years old now. And it was a rush job for uni. It really was. But the concept is solid. You know, I'm going to see if I can make sure that the Discord link is in my TikTok bio, so people can join. Let me just grab an invite link for the Discord. 1 second, everyone. Hi, Light. How's it going? There we go. Now my Discord is in my bio. Cool. That will make it easier for people. Alright. Now where did my script go? I just minimized it like a knob. awesome. One of my pals is working on the Laura Kinney Wolverine series at the moment, and that is really cool. Good for her. She does amazing work. This is going to mean nothing to some of you that are in the chat right now, but there's a new series of Street Sharks. A new comic series coming. When does it launch? September. Okay, I've got time. Ooh, if it releases early September, then I'll be able to get a copy of it at Metro Comic Con. Hi Naya, how's it going? Hey, thanks for liking the live, Paris. Oh, you know what? You are right, NVC. Why? It's turned auto start off for some reason. Thank you, MVCDM. I appreciate you. And you do it well, despite the fact that I don't pay you in anything but adoration and compliments. Now, MVC, do you know what we're writing right now? Whose Instagram profile picture? Yes, but do you know which script? Mine? What about it? Oh, sorry. The Twitch launch picture. I was like, I'm looking at my profile picture and it's just me in a dinosaur jumper. And then I realized what you were talking about. Hi, Amelia. How's it going? You're dang right. It's your boy, Teddy. I got my editor's notes back on Monday, so we're doing up the script edits. Yeah, that was from one of my Halloween streams a while back, silly. I've got a set of filters that I use when I'm doing D&D streams and stuff. Alright, give me 1 second, everyone. The fact that you're talking to someone on DC? What you mean, Jay? Hi, Isa. How's it going? How's your week been, MVC? How you doing? Hey, alright is better than bad. Hey, NVC, do you know about Knights of Fire? Oh, cool! Send me a preview when you can. I'd love to see that. For the TikTok chat, one of my mods over on Twitch is working on a one-page RPG idea. Hi, Ollie. How's it going? Hi, May. How's it going? Hi, Rhea. How's it going? Yeah, it's going good. I'm just working on some script editing. The Metamorphosis. You know, it sounds familiar. Like, I feel like I know about that book, but I can't remember if I've read it. Yeah, by Kafka. Okay, cool. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know of this one. I haven't read it, but I know of it. I think it is in a collection of stories that Rob was lending me. Now, let me see. Yes, that's right. There's a comic book adaptation. Here, Yappa, I'm dropping a link in the Discord. Yeah, I fixed them a little while ago. My mod pointed out that they weren't turned on. When I did had to reboot everything in Discord, it went to not auto start mode for some reason. And I didn't realize. Yeah, everything's been broken. Hey, thanks for sharing the live, Jay. Hi, Hazel the Nut. Yeah, everything's been broken. I'm just very slowly getting it all back to the way it used to be. Oh, no, it was just a simple trigger. I've set it up now so they should turn on automatically every time I start the stream now. Also, Yappa, I'm not sure if you were actually here before. Did you see Brian? Yeah, Brian. Hi, Montaigne. How's it going? I've always had one. It was just downstairs at my D&D table. He's the studio mascot. I actually have had this longer than I've had the name for the studio. I built him first. So he comes to all the conventions with me, and he's my table mascot. Thanks. I 3D printed it, assembled it, and painted it myself. I didn't 3D model it. I paid someone to adapt my drawing into a 3D model. Hi, Sinclair Kildani. How's it going? Speaking of which, he's supposed to be over here. Put him over here for now. Hi, Jensen. How's it going? Hi, Star Platinum. Hi, Derby Ducky. Hi, Ballsy. How's it going? Hi, Mark. How's it going? decent. Hi, Luca. How's it going? Hi, Okuvi, QV, whichever one of those it is. Hi, Villy, how's it going? Hi, Ethan, how's it going? No worries, silly. Go get some sleep. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? I'm so in the zone on this script tonight. We might not be doing a sketch card tonight. I'm really in the zone, and I want to try to get these changes done ASAP so I can get this comic off to the artist. Hi, Viper. How's it going? Hi, Lil Tub. How's it going? Hi, Jackalaka. How's it going? Hi, Snazzy Web 7. Hi, Demon Slayer. How's it going? Hi, Jay Delicious. How you doing? Okay, I'm starting to see why they... Come on. There we go. Yep. Just fixing up the text as we go because I'm finally starting to see why they do a center alignment for the dialogue. So I should probably do it. I can't read that whole name, but hi, I'm gonna get you something something. Okay. Hi, Applesauce Brawl something. Can't see the whole name from here. How's it going? Hi, XD Dangy. Hi, N.E.T.W.O.R.K. How's it going? Sorry, I went a bit quiet there because I got deep in the sauce. So we're writing a script for my new comic right now. Hi, Moon. How's it going? And just going through and taking on board a bit of my editor's notes and stuff. And enriching the story a little bit since it's such a short story. Yeah, I feel like I missed something. I have missed something. Nope. Okay, where did I put that? Yep. 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 Ah, there. Yep. Cool. Channel 1. Hi, Alf Paseni. Alright, so yeah, I'm just adding in a bit more of the voiceover of the main character here, because he's simultaneously narrating the events of what we're reading to somebody else that's revealed on the final page. Hi Jay, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're going to be going for a bit longer. I'm still got a little bit of edits that I need to do to this script. But yeah, having a good time with it. Hi Figs or Figs, how's it going? Hi Prune Juice Cook, something, I can't read the whole name right now. But howdy. Hi Memories, how's it going? There we go, that's better. A bit neater. Hi Francesca, how's it going? Hi Danskis, how's it going? All right. Hi, friends, caller. How's it going? Excuse me. All right. I think we're just about done with these edits. Hi, Troy Liam Sanford. How you doing? Already got a voiceover there. Alright, almost there. That's better. Hi, Kampuchiro, how's it going? We're just working on a comic book script right now, so if you've got any questions, hit me up. Hi, Bless Carolyn. How's it going? Hey, yeeting a AA battery? Alright. Hi, Ems McGiggles. I'm all done for tonight, actually. I just finished the work that I wanted to do tonight, so I'm gonna head off to bed, and I'll see you all tomorrow night for some digital art. No, not digital art, traditional art. We're gonna be doing some commissions. So I'll have my big Bristol book set up, and we'll be working on some Dungeons & Dragons character commissions. So I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Actually, no, TikTok, hang around for a second, because before I go, I'm going to raid out. I'm going to remember to do a little raid for the Twitch viewers. Yappa! Didn't know you were still here. Feeling good. I got that script draft 2 done. And hi, Glitchwitch. Yeah, draft 2 is done, so I can send that back to my editor and see what they say. Ideally, I'll be able to get it started this week, if they don't come back with too many more notes. I gotta see who is on. To do a raid first. Who have we got? Pete's. Yeah, let's go with Pete's. Alright, there's our raid message. And let's go for a little raid.